Hello, hi, this is Anna, coming back today with a video about crochet. One of my main hobbies really is to crochet, and I love making these amigurumi bears. In the past 2 years, I've made at least 8 of these bears. Um, Usually I make them when my friends and family have new babies. So it's usually a reason to celebrate. I follow a very easy tutorial on YouTube, which I'll link below. And today I wanted to show you how I make their faces. And that I learned from other videos, because this video that show you how to make the bear, I don't think it tells you how to make the, oh yeah, they use safety eyes. And for babies, for me it's safer to use these embroidered eyes and nose, so that there's not a risk of a baby, choking on the safety eyes. As you can see, there's a difference in size. I usually make these bears using sugar and cream cotton. This is 100% cotton, a medium number 4, with a crochet hook about 5 millimeters. In this case, I ran out of my neutral colors, and I have this other cotton that a friend gifted to me. This is from Peru. It's again 100% cotton. The brand is quesito, or little cheese, because it looks like a little cheese. But as you can see, it's a lot thinner. So for this specific bear, I used the color blue. And then what I did is I put 2 strands of this thread together to try to be closer to the thickness of the sugar and cream yarn. Still, as you can see, it's not as thick, and that's why the different in sizing. But that's okay, it's for a little baby, so I think a smaller version is perfectly fine. So the technique that I use for making their eyes and nose and mouth is I start from the back of the head, using a yarn needle. So I thread my needle, and then I choose where to put the eyes. Usually they look cuter when their eyes are kind of a little closed like that. And I go around one stitch several times to create some 3D. And then I do the little eyebrows only once, and then I go back to do the nose and the little mouth. And then I end the thread in the same place where I started with my needle, and then I make a knot, and then I cut it, and that's it. So that's what I'm going to show you today. This one, I see some of the filling is poking through, so I had to make this face twice. The first time I didn't like how it looked, so now I'm seeing that the stuffing is poking through. So I'm gonna go back with a needle, right, with a needle, and try to shove it back inside. This is very forgiving. This type of crochet, amigurumi, is very forgiving. You can go back and push the filling inside and try to smoosh it back into shape. Here I see it again, and that's where I had made the first face, so it's kind of open. So I'm gonna go back and just try to, okay, it looks better already. Perfect. So the other thing that I noticed is that I don't have a lot left of this thinner thread, the one that I use for the other 2 bears. So I'm gonna experiment using this thicker thread. So what I'm thinking, maybe I'll use this for the eyes and the nose, because I need to pass it several times. And then for the little details where I only use 1 thread, I'll use this. So it's almost the same color. We'll see how it looks. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece of this long. It's about 3 feet or a yard. You don't want it so long that it's hard to work with it. I usually have a trick for doing this, which I'm not. I don't have. I usually have a little piece of paper that helps me thread my needle. That's it. Okay, perfect. I'm not gonna make a knot at the end, and again, I'm gonna start from the back of the head, similar to what I did in this bear. Okay, so we're gonna find the spot there, and then I'm gonna use the other bear as a guide. So it's about here. Let's see. And I'm gonna count. So from the neck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 stitches from the neck. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a little bit more like here. Is that correct? 9, yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that is correct. Okay. So now I'm gonna push, and again leave it a tail, not that long, about so enough so that you can make a knot at the end. And then let's see, in terms of another way to measure is to start from the top, right? So I have this circle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it seems like somehow I have less rows in this bear. So I'm gonna go down one row. I'm gonna start again. So again, this is very forgiving, right? So I start again. Perfect. Okay. So now in terms of the center, it seems like if I go down the center, it's like 2 stitches from the center. So again, this is about the center, 2 stitches, sounds about right. Okay, so now I'm gonna start creating the eye by going down. Be careful not to tangle with it. Once, you see, right? And you don't have to pull very hard because you're creating volume. So again, don't let it, and I'm gonna repeat this same several times, so that's 2, until I'm happy with the volume that I achieve doing this same motion, right? So you guide your thread, right? So 3, now I want to do a little bit more to this side. So this is, I want that on that side, 4, maybe 1 more. Yes, so it's gonna be number 5. Now I'm gonna go to the other eye. So in between there's about 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then in the 4th is this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, so about here. So now I'm going, again, it's getting cut on the arm. Again, don't push it that much. Perfect. And you can always go back, right? If you decided that you wanted to do another. Okay, there. So now I'm gonna do same thing on this side. And I did 5, and you're going back in the same hole, right? So be careful not to push out the stuffing. So 1, 2, 3. This one I'm gonna do on this side. 4, maybe this down the middle. Now we're ready to go and start creating the nose. So it's in the next row and it's about 3 stitches. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. A ver. Está in the middle, yes. No, I think I should have come out in the other side, so not a problem. So I'm gonna go back in the same hole and fix that there. So now I'm gonna be down across 2 or 3 because I want it to be kind of symmetric. So I'm gonna start making the nose. Something that I'm remembering is that I kind of did the mouth first and then the nose kind of on top. You see here, I did this line that goes down and the mouth first and then the nose on top to cover that. So I'm gonna stop this here, right? I'm gonna take another needle because I have several. And I'm gonna start the other thread, the thinner thread that I had. I don't know how it's gonna look with 2 colors really. We'll see. If we don't like it, we can pull it out, right? So, okay, so maybe I'll start, I'm gonna go in right next to it. And I'm gonna start with the eyebrows. So it's about here. Again, I leave a tail in the back. And I see, okay, I want the eyebrow here, perfect. And maybe in this case I do it twice, I don't know, let's see. In the other birds, I did it only once, like that. But maybe in this one I do double thread. Let's see how it looks. And now I'm gonna come up in the other side. I think it looks good. And now I'm gonna do the same here. One and 2. Now I'm gonna be ready to go down to do the mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna come here, try to go to the middle. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go up here 1. So I'm making this line. And now I'm trying to remember how I made the mouth. So I think I came up here. Okay. So I created that line. Now I'm gonna try to make the mouth like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the other corner of the mouth and then come back here in the middle because that's gonna catch my thread to make the mouth. Okay, good. I don't want it to be tight. I'm gonna catch it here at the bottom. I'm gonna come up here again. And maybe go down here. Okay. And let me try to come out again where I started. Okay, so let's see how that looks. And again, it's your bear, right? So you're trying to make its face as cute as possible. So now I'm gonna come back and try to continue making the nose, not the noise, here, and see how it looks. See if I like it. I don't know if I like these two colors. Let's see. So I'm gonna, this is I think the last one, so I'm gonna come out where I started that thick yarn, which I think was here. So now let's look at him or her. He doesn't have a gender. There. Do I like it? Does it look happy? I think so. I think I like it. I think I don't like here that there's one strand poking and then two, so I may come back and do that part again.